Welcome back to Julie's Wreath Boutique. So let's do a high-end fall wreath. Now, if you went to anywhere like Pottery Barn or any place like that online, this wreath, which measures out to about 30 to 32 inches in diameter, would probably cost you $300 plus, okay? It's just a fact. But I'm going to show you how to do it, and this only cost me about $95 to make. Now, I know that's a lot of money. I get that. But if you're someone who loves nice high-end looks for less, this is definitely much lesser than what you would spend at a high-end store. So let me show you how to put it together. So we're going to start with a 24-inch work wreath form that I had on hand from Hobby Lobby's Christmas decor section. It's really easy. I take it apart and I make sure that the little work form little thingies that I'm using here are nice and available for us to use on our wreath. Now, I'm going to take this beautiful garland that I got from Hobby Lobby. It's currently $16 and you can order it online. Everything will be linked down below. We use some products from Hobby Lobby and Michael's today for this wreath, but I'm just using those little, what do you call them, guys? Like pipe cleaners. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for to attach this garland onto our wreath form. I didn't want to use any glue, so we're not using any glue on this. Now, you're going to see a bigger shot because this was a big wreath. So you're just going to go around and kind of like sort through your leaves and make sure they look really good. So this came from Michael's, and I will leave you guys a link down below. It's a Eucalyptus like fall bush, and I used 2 of these, and you're just going to connect it to your wireframe with either those little stems, pipe cleaners, whatever you want to call it, with your work form, or you're going to use a zip tie. It's pretty simple, straightforward. Now, I went through this whole circle and I evenly distribute them out. That is the key with this wreath. We want everything to be pretty even, and you're just not going to want to bunch them all up in one area, right? So just take your time, and it's not that hard to do. I probably did this whole wreath in about 30 minutes. It really was an easy wreath to put together. Now, you could do the same thing with a smaller work form, and that's really up to you. These little picks came from Hobby Lobby, and I used 6 of these. And what you're going to see here is you can take, depending on the stems that you use for your wreath, you can either use a zip tie, or sometimes they bend well enough that you can just wrap it around the wreath form. So you can like change your mind next year and want to do a whole new different color scheme and take some things off and add some. So that's what I like about this wreath, that there's some real versatility. So I had 6 of these stems and I put them all around the wreath equally. Then I used these little thistles from Michael's, and again, I'll leave it down there. And again, either use a zip tie or just wrap the wire of your stem down into your wreath. Now, I always cut my stems apart from the bush, and I use 2 bushes of these thistles. I really love the look of it, and they have some great colors at both Hobby Lobby and Michael's, by the way. So you're just going to put it through the wreath, and I wanted to kind of show you what I'm doing here is you're going to use those little work form wire thingies, you know, like make them work for you. So here is where the beauty comes in. I got this bush from Michael's, a couple months ago, maybe, or a month ago, and I got these little mums, and these are from Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to make 3 bundles because I really only have enough to make 3 bundles, but I don't like all the flowers from this particular bush. I think that the closed roses don't really do a lot for me. So I took the more opened peonies looking roses and that little yellow wildflower, and I'm just going to put them all together. But once you get the 3 different stems together, and again, you don't have to use what I use, you can use what you have on hand. That's what I want to keep in mind here. A lot of times we have fall decor picks and bushes from the year before. Use those in your wreath, all right? You don't have to go purchase everything that I did. But you can see how I'm layering it all together. It almost looks so pretty. You could put it in a little vase and have it as a little decor piece on your coffee table. But I think this was really a good way to put this all in without, like, you know, I didn't want to like just put it all throughout the wreath. I wanted to kind of make a statement. Now, I only had 3 of these to do. for my wreath. So I just kind of evenly out put it in 3 spots, and then I left the top of the wreath empty because we're going to put a beautiful big velvet bow that really makes this look so rich. All right, so I love how this turned out. It's really easy. Put it on with a zip tie, and guys, it just doesn't get more simpler than this. There's no hot glue involved. Now, somewhere along the way, see that little eucalyptus thing on the left of the screen there? I'm going to add that back on. So if something falls off, that's okay. You're just going to fit it back in, and I'm going to show you how I did that right here. So don't get discouraged. This even happens to me, right? I show you the mistakes as well as the successes here. But guys, if you love Julie's Wreath Boutique, you're going to love Julie's Crafting Boutique. And I want to tell you about that. That is my private crafting group, and we craft together. We get a wreath kit. You can order it if you want or not, but find out more about it in the description box below. Now, we're going to use these really cute, like Sherpa, I think they're called pumpkins, that I got from Hobby Lobby. And what I liked about these stems were they were really easy to bend. And as you can see, I can bend that over the wire and they stay put. It's great. So I just, again, evenly put out about 6 of these throughout my wreath. 5 or 6 will do. And just, you know, kind of variate it with your colors. Now here's the last step for the wreath as it's done. I'm going to turn the wreath over, and I'm going to just kind of tidy up any loose ends. I had a part there that I wanted to add another zip tie. You're going to tuck all those little green stems in because we don't want that to be seen, but you're pretty much done. So let's make this wonderful bow. Okay, so we're going to use the Pro Bow 4-in-1. I only use Pro Bow products, and I love this. This is a velvet ribbon. It's like a 4-inch ribbon, I believe, 4 or 5-inch that I got last Christmas. I checked online to see if they still had it. I did include part of the price into the cost of this ribbon, but you're seeing me cut a piece off. I'm going to save that for later. We're going to use that. We have these like 18-inch chenille stems that I got from the reshop, and we're going to make about probably a 15-inch tail. I just would rather have a little bit more than I need, and you're going to gather it. Then you're going to twist it with the wrong size showing up. Okay, this is what I love about this product. It's so easy to use. We're going to have 7-inch bows on each side, and so you just put your finger there and you bend over the ribbon, and you just take your time. This is real time, guys. It took me about 6 minutes to make this bow. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Then you're going to twist it. This is what I do to make sure that the other side's back of the ribbon is showing. And we're going to do another 7-inch loop on the other side. And guys, if you want a bow maker before Christmas and you don't have one, this is the one to get. I have them in my Amazon shop. And you guys, I definitely highly recommend this, and I have lots of tutorials on this, and I do it on Amazon Live. Do you guys know I'm on Amazon Live? About every Monday night or Tuesday night, I do an Amazon Live, so you're going to want to check that out because I have lots of tutorials on how to use the bow makers there. So I want to keep 2 loops on each side the same size, all right? Remember, we're making this big luxury style velvet ribbon. I love velvet ribbon. It's like my favorite thing for Christmas. So you're going to, again, this bow maker makes it so easy. So we're going to do 2 7-inch loops on each side. All right, so here we go. This is where we're going to change it. I'm going to do the little twist. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do about 5.5 inches. And I'm just going to put my finger on the right of that 5-inch, and that's going to be about my 5.5 inch. I'm using quotation marks as I'm with my fingers as I'm saying that, but you're going to come back and we're just going to do 1 loop at 5.5 inch on each side, and this is going to be so cute. And I know if you're on social media right now, everything is cutesy, and you know what, this is very cutesy. But make sure you're on my email list too, guys. I know, I'm just showing you how to make this bow, and I'm just casually adding that. Guys, did you know I give these wreaths away? Now, I'm not giving this one away. You know why? Because it's too big. It's so big. It would be so expensive to ship. So I'm going to put it on my own front door. But I do give these away. I pay the shipping. but you have to be on my email list. So I'm cutting the tail down here, and my email list will be in my description box below. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take that chenille stem that I had before, and are you guys noticing that I have bracelets on and my jewelry's on, and I have a different shirt on? Yeah, this was a second day. I didn't film it all in one day. So you're just going to crisscross that chenille stem, and then you bring it up, and then you're going to twist it really good in the back here. You're going to hold it on and just twist it. And I like to twist mine probably a good bit and then some more, because I've been guilty of losing my bow because I didn't twist it long enough, right? So here's where the beauty is going to show up. We're going to separate the two bow loops in the back, and then we're just going to fluff it up. But we're not done yet. We're almost done. But isn't she beautiful? And I love the lines in this bow. Now, let me tell you, if Walmart sells this bow or this ribbon again at Christmas time, I'll let you know. But you can check out the Wreath shop and Trendy Tree and all the places that I get ribbon from. They all have beautiful velvet bows, or velvet ribbon, I should say. But we're just going to dovetail it. We just fold our ribbon, and then you cut at an angle, and you just have this really pretty like V cut. So now that we're, I'm thinking we need just a little bit more. So that little piece that I cut out before, well, I'm going to cut off the wire side. I'm going to cut off about 1/2 inch on both sides here, and we're going to put this in the middle of the bow, and it's really going to set it off. So you're going to just fold it inside of itself just like so. And you could add a little bit of glue there, but again, I did not use any glue. Okay, so we're going to put it around where the chenille stem is, and it's just going to make it really pretty. I'm going to twist the chenille stem and just make sure I secure that piece onto the bow, all right? And then we're just going to make sure that's all good, and then we're going to cut the excess pieces of ribbon here. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but I love fall. If you watch this whole video, will you leave me a fall wreath in the comments below? And that just helps me know that you watched the whole video, and it's just an encouragement to me. So, isn't she pretty? Oh my goodness, I love this bow. She's so beautiful. I love this ribbon. I have it for Christmas decor. So now we're gonna put it in an empty spot. This is me just kind of figuring out where we're gonna put it. And I'm going to like move some of the greenery out of the way. And then we're going to just take that chenille stem, and we're just going to twist it onto our frame. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And I hope you guys like this wreath. This is a little bit different, because normally we would do a wreath like this on a grapevine wreath, and you can still do that. But I wanted to do it a little bit different so it's not so thick and wide. So I think this is beautiful. I'm going to show you it on my front door. My fall decor is not out, so we're just going to look at the wreath. We're not going to look at the dirty door. I didn't clean it, guys. You can see me in the window there taking my little video, but I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks so much for watching this week's video. If you love this video and you watched all the way through, again, leave me a leaf emoji in the comments. But make sure to get back here next Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and make sure to check out my email list, because that's where we give all these wreaths away. And you want to check out Julie's Crafting Boutique and have a different experience of teaching you guys how to make beautiful wreaths in that group.